Hi there, I hope you're doing well. Welcome to another virtual Pages of History Storytime program. My name's Pam and I'm the Education Coordinator at the Westmoreland Historical Society in historic Hannastown. And the story we're going to read this week is Because of an Acorn by Lola M. Schaefer and Adam Schaefer, illustrated by Frann Preston-Gannon. Now this story talks a lot about what are called ecosystems, which is a community of animals, plants, and other natural resources like water that have different relationships with one another. And one of these relationships is called a food chain, which is when different animals and plants rely on each other for food. So we're going to see how these different plants and animals are all connected to each other. And one of them is an acorn. And we'll see what the acorn ends up becoming. But we have a lot of acorns here in Pennsylvania and at Hannastown as well. And therefore, we have a lot of what these acorns eventually become. So, because of an acorn. And there's our little acorn down on the ground. A tree. So the acorn becomes a tree. And specifically, acorns turn into oak trees. And oak trees are a really important tree in our forest, and we have quite a few of them at historic Hannastown. So there's the oak tree bursting from the acorn, and there are some of its leaves. And we can help identify different types of trees, often by their leaves. So because of a tree, a bird. So here we have a little bird flying in, and we have to think, what is that bird relying on in the tree? What does it use? And because of a bird, here we see all different things, flowers, we see some insects. Birds will have to often eat the insects. And birds often use the materials from a tree to build their nest, and those nests are often inside trees. So because of a bird, a seed. And here we see the bird eating the insect. And the seed is dropping off the leaf here because the bird had knocked it. And because of the seed, a flower. And here we see a little toad next to the flower. It's probably eating all kinds of little insects and grubs that are in the ground. Here's a flower blooming nicely. Because of the flower, a fruit. So insects and birds will pollinate flowers, and then those flowers turn into different types of fruit. So they can be apples or berries, fruit that you can grow in your own backyard, or fruit that we get from all around the world and enjoy and eat. And those fruits are really important for animals as well. So we see a little chipmunk here and some deer. Deer love to eat different types of fruit. And also in this forest, it looks like we have a woodpecker climbing up the big trees. Because of a fruit, a chipmunk. Chipmunk's going to munch on some of those fruits. Because of a chipmunk, a snake. So it looks like that snake might be wanting to eat that chipmunk. So some animals eat each other, and that's all part of the food chain. So we see that snake slithering around on the ground. There's something flying up here too. Because of a snake, a hawk. And a hawk is a bird of prey, and they often capture their food by gripping it with their strong and sharp talons. They can carry the snake away, and that's something that it's going to eat and that it relies on for food. Here we see some little bears in the forest as well. And here up inside those big oak trees, we have a lot of other animals. We've got the hawk with its dinner. We've got the squirrel running up the side of the tree. We've got the little bird in its nest, and looks like the hawk might have accidentally knocked an acorn off the tree. Because of a hawk, an acorn. So the acorn has fallen down onto the ground. And do we remember what that acorn becomes? Because of an acorn, a forest. So just from that one little seed, you can grow a large tree, which can create more seeds or acorns and grow even more trees, and eventually create an entire forest. And a forest is one of those ecosystems that a lot of plants and animals rely on to survive. So this is a short little story because of an acorn, but we see it talks about a lot of different really important things, like how plants and animals and other resources are connected to each other, and how important it is for us to help protect some of these resources and allow those ecosystems and food chains to continue. So whenever you see another little acorn on the ground somewhere, you might think about all of the different things that it might be able to help support and the forest that it might become someday. So I hope you enjoyed our little story. Thanks so much for joining us this time, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.